What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST on Technos Gaming. How's everybody out there? I got After Boss from the Canada country in here, and he's gonna probably lay down some Canada facts. Ain't that right, After Boss?
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's cold up here. Actually,
Still?
everything's melting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I cut you off a little bit earlier. I guess my finger was too quick. You were saying something about not knowing much about baseball, or you're not into it that
Yeah,
much.
I don't know a lot about the MLB The Show. I'm not really a baseball fan. I mean,
Uh huh.
the last baseball game was hold on a second here.
Yeah.
I got a call. Hold on, just 1 second. I'll be
Oh
right back.
no.
Okay,
Well,
hold on a second.
it's gone.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. I'll just go ahead and talk. Anyways, it's baseball season. It's only a few days away. I cannot wait to watch my Houston Astros again dominate the AO League, and kick the Yankees' ass as always. That's for you, Sensei. Shout out to you. Um, so yeah, Astros will be back in action in a couple. I don't know how long, a few days. Uh, Playing against the Angels and then the Mariners. And again, they're going to dominate the AL West and the entire American League altogether. Some of you may not like it, but you know what? I do not care because that's who I am. So Houston Astros all the way, and we'll see how that goes. And for a National League, I like the Pirates. I've always have, just never really followed them that much, but I'm gonna try to follow them this year and see how that
Hey, I'm
goes
back.
with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Welcome back, Fireball. I mean,
Yes.
After Boss.
No, man. I'm not fire boss. It's after boss.
I know. And no, I'm just saying that I'm excited for baseball season because I am a huge baseball fan. I'm an Astros fan, which everybody loves to hate right now for the last 5 years. And so I'm ready to go to some baseball games, whether my team is playing or not. Where I live here, we have the Texas Rangers. So it's either them or nothing until my team comes up here and visits, which is pretty much like 9 times out of the year, 9 or 12 times a year. So there's plenty of time for me to catch a game when the Astros do stop by up here in Arlington.
You know what? No word of a lie. As I remember, like back in high school, I used to watch some baseball, but that was because when the Toronto Blue Jays won the first game, I don't know if you remember that year. They won the first World Series, and
Yeah.
then the year after that, they won the World Series again, back to back. I
Oh,
was
did
like,
they really? I
yeah,
didn't
they
know that.
did. Toronto Blue
I
Jays,
didn't know that.
man.
No, I don't follow too many Blue Jays, but you know what? I do like the roster that they have now, and I think they're going to be a team to try to beat
Mm-hmm.
all year because they're so young, they're so powerful. I mean, you got Latimer, you got Biggio, you got Gurriel, the younger
Mm-hmm.
Gurriel. Now you got George Springer, who came from the Astros. There's a lot of great players there. At least a lot of bats. I don't know about the pitching staff, so I can't talk on that. But there's a lot of great young players on that team that other teams will probably discount to say, it's just the Blue Jays. And I wouldn't say that. I'm like the Blue Jays, they've been coming up the last few years, and it's
Mm-hmm.
exciting to see them come up because if anything, if my Astros don't go up, are not competitive, and the Blue Jays are, and they're in the running to be in in any kind of championship discussion, then I probably root for the Blue Jays. Never for the Yankees. I can't stand the Yankees and the Yankee fans. They're terrible. They're awful. Same thing with the Dodgers. Boston, not so much. But yeah. Blue Jays, yeah. Other teams need to watch out for them. And here comes the realist. Always old reliable comes in and crashes the party. But that's okay because he's always welcome here with the new logo. What's up with that? Uh-oh.
Huh.
He probably has audio issues right now, as always.
We lost him.
Oh no, I had it muted.
Oh,
Okay.
Um, I mean, I didn't have it muted, but that's how I felt yesterday after the game, man.
what is? I don't see. I can't see. What is it?
The
Oh, Carolina Tar
we
Heels.
lost
Okay.
yesterday in the national championship game.
Oh, did ya? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so yeah, I mean,
Should,
that's how
should
I
I put some?
felt. So I felt
Should,
like if I make a joke about it, I won't
yeah.
feel so bad. I can laugh my pain away.
Should I put some like sad music on in the background?
If you have the world's smallest violin, I'll take it.
I'll try. I'll try.
Well,
But
what's up, fellas?
I was telling Afterballs here, man. We gotta give thanks to Sony again for giving us a great baseball game in Game Pass, so we don't have to
That's
pay
right. Give it
anything
up for
extra.
Sony here.
Give it up for Sony, man. They did something right finally. 2 years
Yeah.
in a row, we got
Mm-hmm.
MLB the Show on Game Pass day one, and we gotta thank the Sony brand and the Sony fans for funding this fantastic sports game so we can have it on Game Pass day one.
All right, so fellas, about this, right? So I've been thinking because like I called it, but I didn't know for sure. I mean, we didn't know, right? The last year was going to go into Game Pass.
Yep.
Because like the MLB, their whole motivation behind pretty much forcing Sony to go multiplat is because them having a game just on PlayStation selling like 1.5 to 2 million copies is not growing
No,
like the visibility of their game.
No.
So they went to them and told them they need to put it on more platforms. And then they do a deal with Microsoft to have it in Game Pass. So I'm wondering, like, is this going to be the structure going forward?
well,
Like, what would you?
maybe.
I know you don't know, but what would you like? What do you think about
I
that?
would say it's on a limited time. I mean, it's going to get to a point where they're gonna, the publisher MLB is going to say, okay, you guys had your fun. Now it's time to pay up, and it's not being Game Pass anymore. Or, man, maybe Microsoft paid so much that it's always going to be on Game Pass. So it can go
Well,
either way.
I mean, because
In
that
the end,
is
it's all
like
about money because I mean,
right.
like I'm pretty sure like the people working at MLB, they're saying, okay, well, we don't have enough PlayStation gamers playing our games. Okay, so what's the holdup? What can we have our games?
Didn't Xbox consumers bought more, even buying the copy? They bought more copies of the Show 21 than PlayStation players.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the last I saw was 4 million players, and the split between Game Pass players and people who actually bought it, that's not substantiated. I haven't been able to find anything
Okay.
to like give the split. But at the end of the day, on the Sony platform, them being exclusive and paying MLB to do that, right? They were 2 million was the most that they sold every year.
Yeah.
And if their aim is to grow the popularity of their sport and get more people interested in baseball, I would think that they should do this going forward because baseball is not as popular as it used to be. Same thing with hockey.
It's not. And and me as a huge baseball fan, I hate hearing that comment. It's not as popular, just because I love the sport. Baseball is my number one sport over basketball and football. It just always has been. So hearing that, but it's true. A lot of people, kids these days, they want fast action games, and baseball is just not that. Baseball is more of, hey, let's sit back, relax, have a few beers, have something to eat, and enjoy what we got here. Watching the game, where everybody wants to be like, all right, in and out, let's go.
But it's not just the kids, right? The viewership goes down every year, right?
Yeah.
Because over the past, like, as far as I can recollect, about 10 to 12 years, they've been making new rule changes to make the games faster.
And I hate that.
Because the games are long. Yeah, because you are a real baseball fan.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they need, like, with any other sport, they need casual viewers, right? That was the beauty of Jordan coming in. Like, nobody cared about basketball until he came around. Wow, this dude can jump. Now everybody wants to watch basketball, and every major city has WGN on the cable networks. But like baseball, they have to get there somehow. But I don't know if speeding the game is going to improve it. Like games like golf, tennis, baseball, they're expensive games to play. So they don't have a whole lot of like casual players except for like the Latino people where they'll go play with a ball and stick. Like they just love baseball. But you go through neighborhoods, you don't see people playing golf and tennis in their spare time. They go pick up a ball that you can just throw and play with each other, basketball, football.
Yeah, but not only that, I mean, like you have to understand that back in the days, there were golf games that were popular, and that's because of the star power.
Tiger Woods.
Exactly. Tiger
He's the
Woods.
one that really brought it in the front, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even baseball back in the day, we have what? Tommy Lasorda, baseball.
Bases loaded.
Yeah, that's right. Bases loaded. For
Baseball
tennis,
Simulator 1000.
Yeah. And for tennis, we have the Serena Williams I'm pretty sure like there was a game with we can play as Serena Williams back in the day or something on PlayStation or Nintendo or something like that. I can't remember
Mhm.
what game that was, but back then you have like a couple of star powers. Of course, like you have your Jordan playing basketballs, and Larry Bird. Then you have Tiger Woods playing golf and all of that. Then you have Serena Williams, playing tennis. I mean, like I'm pretty sure like there were video games about them, But now when
Yeah.
we're talking about baseball nowadays, I mean, I it's like you said, I mean, not as many people watch baseball. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not
Well,
popular now,
you know what
but
makes it harder too, which makes it harder to watch baseball, even if you're trying to watch it at home, is that everything's behind a paywall now on baseball.
Mm.
When back in the day when I was living in Houston, we had Channel 20, and they were showing Astros games almost every weekend on Channel 20, which is a local channel, right?
Mhm.
Nowadays, you will never find a local channel aired baseball game unless it's like the Yankees or Boston or the Dodgers on a Saturday afternoon, not a night game, you know.
Mhm.
But the
So
Yankees are different though, man. Like they
yeah,
have their own network. Like
yeah, they
that's
do.
a huge deal. Like I think that covers them in New Jersey. Like the Nets, the Yes network. Like
Yeah,
that's different. Like
and
the
and
Yankees
and
are the only team who, and probably LA coming up, that can do something like that.
and another thing that hurts them is that with NBA they have NBA League Pass, which is not blacked out. I've had it before, and I could watch my Rockets game if I wanted to without any issues, even though I'm in market, right? Where in baseball, you can't. I can't watch the Astros. I can't watch the Rangers because I'm in market and it's blocked out. So I have to jump through hoops and gain some kind of VPN to be able to watch it through the MLB service. And I
Mm.
think that's one thing that really hurts is like if you allow just let it be all open, no blackout rules, then more people will sign up because they're able to see their favorite team no matter where they are, you know? Whereas right now, it's like either I go to the game or I have to find some kind of pirating streaming service that's out there that, that's illegal, or do what I do where I get MLB the TV for free from T-Mobile, and then I just sign up for a VPN so I can watch my games.
Yeah, but it kind of started that way like a couple of years ago, even before that new rules. Because you have to remember that if you ever had satellite, and then if you want to watch, I'm pretty sure like at some point, if you want to watch a Rockets game of basketball or something like that,
Yeah.
and I remember like they had their own channels where you get to watch only Rockets games playing at play certain teams in certain channels. I know they're
Yeah.
starting that stuff like way back when people had satellite dishes and all that.
Oh
But
yeah. Yeah. I mean, they started a long time ago, and it's just they complain about viewership going down. And it's like, well, there's a reason because you have everything behind a paywall. Nobody's going to pay for it, you know. So air a lot more games, on the over the air channels, so people can watch it. And like, oh, it's actually on TV. I'm going to watch this. It may be boring at home because it can be boring. Even me as a baseball fan, I'm like, okay, I'm watching the game, like, oh, cool. But I mean, I'd rather be there. I mean, I'll watch a baseball game on TV, but I just rather be there in person.
yeah, it's
So
But
not
going
it's
back
not
to
the
like what
same.
you said before, I was about to say, going back to what you were saying before, like gaming then wasn't what it is now. Like
no.
when you compare, because I don't know if you guys remember, like you had EA baseball, yeah, 2K baseball, and they
Mhm.
both bowed out.
Yeah.
They both bowed out before Sony took the exclusivity with it.
Yeah.
So back then, everybody was trying a lot of different things to see what stuck. But now you can't do that. Like
No.
now it's about it needs to make X amount of money because they were talking
Mhm.
about EA was talking about quitting the NHL about 5 or 6 years ago. They were doing strikes. They were changing salaries. Oh yeah, and I was listening to Afterboss. I was like, man, he sounds like GSP.
What?
You don't know GSP?
No, who's he?
Oh man, I'm pretty sure that you're from where he's from, George St. Pierre.
Oh, Georges St. Pierre, of course. UFC, that guy. Yeah.
Shut up. Oh, of course.
He googled it. He googled it really fast.
Hey, he's quick.
Hey, what is he?
But I was listening to him, I was like,
Captain-
bro, he sounds like GSP. What is that, like Quebec?
You mean George St. Pierre?
Yes.
See, I know who you're talking about.
Hey,
Oh, you just hit Google too?
No, I know who that is. He even was in that movie, Captain America: Civil War, right?
Maybe. Now that's where
Yeah.
you would get me. Like the only superheroes that I really care about is Batman and Wolverine.
Mm.
I'm trying to get into it. My wife watches it more than me.
Oh, it's funny. But yeah, well, we just want to give a shout out to Sony for giving us another year of free baseball. And now I used to buy it every like 3 years just because like I don't think any sports game is worth buying it every year. It's just not for me. You know, especially at $60 or $70.
Like, don't they kind of make it tough for you to do that? Like, I stopped buying like Madden when Vince Young was on the cover. I buy 2Ks when they get to $19. But like, don't they kind of make it like you have to pretty much depend on the community to give you roster updates and things like that if you do it that way?
Yeah, but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan like that. I play whatever the game gives me, you know, whatever's available with the base game, then I stick to that. And if the year's over and the next season comes out, then I'm just stuck with whatever I have. You know, I don't care about updating the roster or anything like that because my team sucks anyways.
You think the Astros suck?
No, I'm talking about. Oh, you're talking about the. Why am I thinking of football? No, when I was buying like Madden and like MLB to show.
But I'm just talking about games, period, with the roster updates and things like that.
No, I will still just buy it every 3 years or so and just play whatever I got as roster wise. Even if they're out of date, I wouldn't care.
Oh, because like when the game starts, like I'm not gonna play the show. Like, baseball is too long, and I don't have enough time to sit. And what I used to do is play Madden and 2K all year, every day, right? And I realized, man, I'm buying these games on sale and I'm never playing them.
Yeah,
because I'm stuck in these sports games. So that's why I'm asking, because I know like when I do get games, like let's say it's a year old, and when the game first comes on, you have like these highlight shows. Do you still get those highlight shows, these up-to-date highlight shows at the main screen?
Oh no, I mean you get whatever the last one was, and that's it. Wherever the final update was, and then you're stuck with that. That's it. They don't do any more updates.
Yes, but I believe that like those games should be like a live service. Like I've been saying it for years. I've been boycotting.
Oh yeah,
speaking
it's
with
like,
my dollars.
Why can't we
and
just
haven't
buy
made a difference.
one copy and then I'll pay for the roster update if I want to next year? Not $60, but you know, whatever, $20.
But people like me don't make a difference when you have people that are willing to go buy $60 and get, you know, the new Madden teams every year.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Because like I don't know, like when you kept up with the new things, they will show you what the players do different, the different animations, the different celebrations. They would have to, because it would pretty much look the same.
Yeah, but how much more can they add to a game, to a sports game? Like, oh, you added another dance.
$60.
$60. Yeah. Oh, he shakes a little bit differently than before. Oh, that's $60 worth though, you know?
Yeah. But like that's just how I feel about them. And that's why I quit buying them like day one like that. I'll buy them when they hit 20. Like 2K games always hit 20, like maybe like 3 or 4 months after.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, they definitely do. They drop down in price fast, man.
And Madden, I'm against what they did to the football industry or gaming side with the exclusivity thing. And I'm disappointed with the NFL for allowing them to do that, because now we're stuck with just Madden when 2K5 is still the best football game ever made.
Yeah, people still reference that all the time. And 2K5 was the best one. I'm like, It's like I don't remember because I didn't
It
play
is.
sports games back then. I was more about Halo and Gears and all that. But yeah, I keep hearing it all the time. People still say that. And so
I mean, everything was just seamless. Like the replays, it was way ahead of its time. Like everything about that.
You know
game,
what's
Madden
another one
still
that
hasn't matched it yet.
another one that has a huge following and the game disc is hard to find and you can't get it digitally is the last NCAA football.
Oh, really? Yeah.
People are still playing it on the 360.
But I think they're about to bring that back though.
Are they?
Yeah, because guys are getting paid now.
Now they're getting paid. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's some guys out there making millions of dollars in college.
It's crazy.
They get paid for their likeness now.
That's just nuts.
That was the whole issue, like paying for people's likenesses.
Yeah.
Like I was just reading about that guy, man, the guy with one arm who plays basketball. Like they say if he does go to Memphis, don't laugh, man. The dude is cold.
No, I'm
dude,
like
if he
amazed
had two
as a
arms,
guy.
he would probably be 1 or 2 in the country. Like he's got one arm, he's dunking, he's crossing people over with one arm, bro. You got to see it. His name is Hansel Emmanuel. So
That's crazy.
If he goes to Memphis, which is a big D1 school, they said that he's worth 1.4 if he goes there.
It's crazy.
Wow, man.
No, I never heard of that. I mean, I don't follow college ball, so I don't know these things. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised since, you know, the last one-handed baseball player was Jim Abbott. Remember he didn't have a hand?
Yeah, he used to swap his glove off.
Yeah, he'll swap his hand and swap the pinching arm for a glove and catch it and toss a ball somehow.
Yeah.
I guess it was just a matter of time that somebody in basketball would have, you know, one less limb.
Yeah, this dude is dunking the ball. He'll steal it, cross it, but man, he hit a one-handed crossover, bro. Like I just sat around and watched it, man. He shoots 3-pointers. Like,
wow.
I mean, he's a big. I mean, he's like 6'6". He's jumping out of the gym. Like he's doing everything with one hand. Like, go check it out. I'm telling you. But they're getting paid now, so I'm assuming that like we'll start to see more NCAA games come back.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole issue with the O'Bannon brothers. Like they were a big deal in college, which is their peak, but they didn't make any money. And they got to the league and they basically busted out. And now guys are getting paid, so we'll see.
It's nuts. That's crazy to hear about that one guy. So, all right, let's move on from sports and let's get to the latest game right now that's exclusive to Xbox. It's Tunic. Have you guys got a chance to play it or interested at all?
Yeah, I played
I watched
it.
you stream it.
Oh, you watched me stream it?
I played the game. It's good, but
yeah.
I still can't find a sword. I'm still stuck with that stick. I was like, yo, man, like have to go there. I went to this one cave. The one cave went to this opening, and then after that, then I got stuck in one place where there's a bunch of bushes with the rocks. I can't even cut through the bushes to get to the other side. And then I went back to the other exit. I was like, okay, there's a waterfall, but then there's this one stairs that I have to go through, but I can't get to because there's this one rock that's in the way with a bunch of bushes.
Just explore everything because you'll never know when something is there. That's what I found out when I was playing.
Otherwise, it's a good game, you know. But
it's a good game.
It's a great game.
It's a great game. It definitely. I mean, everybody compares it to the first Zelda from the NES, and because it's true. I mean, it's like you start out the game and you just start. There's no tutorial. There's no guidance.
Hell, if there was a tutorial, you can't read it.
Right, you can't read it. There's nothing to guide you or point you to through the world to tell you need to do this first. You need to do that first. Nothing. You're just out there on your own, and you just got to figure it out. And that's something I don't have patience with anymore. I just can't. I just don't have the time for it. But so far, I've been sticking it out with this game, and it's been fun. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I did do some YouTube searches for some guidance because like I got lost a couple of times. Like I have no idea where I need to go, you know. And then, but some of the things like the sword, the shield, and like the magic wand where you freeze people, I found those. I just accidentally stumbled upon them and found it. Right. It got to the point where I explored so much that it's like I have no idea where to go. And I watched the speed run. I don't know if you guys saw the speed run video.
No.
Where the guy got the little whip, and now you can attach to those little metal things to kind of traverse to the other platform if you're kind of lost and where to go, you know.
That's cool.
But it's been fun. I'm still exploring. You know, there's only so much you can do on like finding YouTube videos because everybody's different. You know, everybody goes to a different direction, and it's just it's fine for a little guidance, but to use it as your complete walkthrough, it's just you can't really do it. But it's fun.
Me, I've been playing between 3 games right now. Like I'm playing between Elden Ring, Tunic, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Guardians is good,
bro. Guardians is awesome. But like going back to Tunic, like you can't find the sword, but I'll tell you, if you can't find the sword, like you can't read the language, but the path that leads to the sword, it says so on the sign. You can see a little sword on the wooden sign, and you just follow it. But you would have to be creative with how you get there. Like if you're a cheater guy or whatever you want to call him, like a tutorial guy, you can find it on YouTube. But like I figured it out on accident because I was running.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just ran like, I got the sword now.
I was running and he chopped down whatever he needed to chop down to chase me down. I was like, oh, this is how I get to the other side. But man, the good thing about it, I'm like you, Tech. I don't have the time to sit around, which is why I'm not invested in the Elden Ring. That would become the only game I played for the next few months if I played it the way they intended, right? Because you have to really search. You have to get punked out of going down a certain path, and it's all about discovering which is the right path. The good thing about this game is not a huge game to where like you get lost and you're like, man, where do I go from here?
It's all connected,
right? It's not a big game, like because like on this game I wandered to the dead area and got de-booped.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I had to go back and get my stuff and take off running again. But like, I like the game. It reminds me of like old like Zelda game. It'd be like a remastered Zelda game or a PC mod with a fox instead. Like I'm having fun with it. But Guardians of the Galaxy, like that's what I've been playing. Like I can't believe it, man. I slept on that game.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's great.
It is good.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's great. Like the story is goofy, but just the right amount of goofy. Yeah. The gameplay is not that repetitive. The upgrades are, somewhat substantial for you. I'm still learning how to use mine because all I'm doing is just shooting. So you have to use the Avengers to make it not so monotonous. Yep. And I need to get more in the habit of doing it like without prompts. Because I forget that they're there until I gotta save them.
I don't know if you have an Elite controller, but it helps a lot.
Absolutely, bro.
I use that. That's all I use, man. My Elite. I put the paddles for like selecting my Avenger, and then doing their attack, and then keep switching it with my paddles.
Oh no, I just use it because like it's hard to do the little scooter jump or whatever. Where he's got jetpack jumping and shoot it, and and being able to jump using the paddles and slide using the paddles was like, man, like
oh man, wait until you get his like ice, not his ice bomb,
the freeze gun, the freeze gun.
No, not the freeze gun, but it's like his bombs. He unloads a bunch of grenades and does like this big circle explosion.
Oh yeah,
which is a nice move. Yeah,
because see, I've gotten what is it? The electricity, the wind, and the ice.
Yeah,
there's one more for me to get as far as that gun is concerned.
Oh, the gun, yeah. No, it's a fantastic game. Now you were talking about upgrades on Avengers, Guardians. This one right here, because it doesn't give you any guidance, it doesn't tell you what to do. Like I had no idea how to upgrade, right? So I'm racking up all this stuff throughout the gameplay, and I watch videos of other people playing it. I'm like, how are they gaining more health? How are they gaining more stamina and magic? Right? It's like it's like, what am I doing wrong here? And finally, I just gave up. It's like I'm gonna have to find somebody, like somebody explain to me how do you upgrade. And it was all there in front of my face the whole time. All you have to do is go to the fountain, open up your inventory, and you cash in whatever the collectibles you picked up, and it gives you more life, stamina, and magic. And I had no idea it was right there. I could do it on the fly. I'm over here beating bosses with no upgrades whatsoever.
You talking about Tunic again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tunic.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because like I put that video up on what is that, Twitter that we're on? I put that video up and I'm running in circles, running for my life. I had one more hit to get that garden, whatever. And I had a full jug or whatever, potion, whatever. Because I was afraid to use it because I didn't know that you refill it.
Yeah.
I thought that if I used it, that would be it. It would disappear. So I just ran around until I can get that last hit because I didn't want to use it. But then I found out it's basically like Zelda Souls.
Yeah.
Zelda Souls. Yeah.
But it's not as punishing. Like, I haven't played a Souls game, so I don't know what Souls is like. But
you don't want to know.
When somebody told me that Tunic was sort of like Souls, where if you die, you can go back and pick up your spirit. And hold on. And so I'm like, oh man, it's like that totally turns me off because I really don't want to travel all the way back and pick up my spirit, right? Well, then kind of find out that if you die, you only lose like 20 of your currency.
That's what I like about it.
So it's like, oh, okay, you don't lose anything. You just lose 20 of your currency, which you can just gain back and farm. If you click on save every time, it brings back all the enemies. So you keep farming all that currency. So,
because like if you're playing Elden Ring and the little horseman knocks you off in one shot, and then your little cross is sitting there right by him when he's just chilling, like, yeah, come get it. And he's taking all your runes that you farmed. Like, once I played it for about 6.5 hours, 7 hours, and I was like, you know what? This is not going to happen right now. I'll come back to it later. I should have waited for a sale because it'll have to be the only thing you play. If you want to play it right, if you don't want to just try to go straight through it, you would be invested for at least 100 to probably even 200 hours into that game. And it's not even that fun to me. Like, story is not in my face. I'm just walking. It's really like Souls. They should just left it linear.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not used to play a Souls game where everything's open world. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like open world games, but a game like this, I mean, it's easy for you to get lost in it. I'd be like, you'd be like, okay, all right, I have to go there, I have to go over there. Okay, I have to beat this boss. Oh, I have to beat this boss a certain way. I didn't know that. Then I have to go over there. I was like, to get the magic wand or the magic sword. I was like, and then next thing you know, you'll be you'll end up at the other side of the map, fighting some giant troll or something like that. Then you die.
Yeah, you just walk into the wrong big enemy and he one-shots you, and then like I said, you walk back over there because it's on the mini map that you need to go back there and pick up your money you got punked for, and he's just sitting there chilling. He's not walking around. You have to aggro him, and then once you do that, another two pop up and they're all trying to club you, things like that. Like, not for me right now. There's too many games that I consider fun that I'd rather be playing than that.
Yeah, but what I like about this game or games like this is that if you fight a boss, right? Okay, all right. Before you when you fight a boss, before you fight a boss and the gate closed behind you, right? You can always summon people, but AI helpers to help you, right? And then on top of that, you have your little mini summons to help you out too. That's what I like about this game. So,
yeah, I really wouldn't mind sitting around reading a guide on that. Like, that'd be one game that I don't want to learn. It's too much. Like, they felt like it's kind of like, I guess, hand holding or handicapping to give you tips and tricks. You know, I like that. hey, these guys are strong and they do this, and you might want to wait until you're this level before you come back here. Like, I
Yeah.
like that. Other than, wandering off to the wrong area, because everything is strong until you get strong. Like, even like I said, man, as soon as I walked out of the little church, man, the dude on the horse, I ran into the other church.
I keep hearing about this horseman all the time.
I think he's called like a guardians. I don't know what he is. But man, I'm in the church just chilling. He's knocking the church down. And he only hit one time and killed me. It's like,
yeah, no, that doesn't sound fun to me.
it's not.
I mean,
It's something you play. You can go tell your friends, I did it. I got good.
yeah. Is that
I'm not a big Souls fan.
I did have it on my wish list to buy it, but when it came out and I saw not the complaints, but the comments about how hard it was and what happens, you're punished if you do this, and you can't just go all in without leveling up your guy. I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. I took it right off.
Cause see, like I've been getting into it with Souls people. I give them my opinion, man. They duped a lot of people, man. Like, a lot of people didn't expect to jump into a game and just get booped every 5 minutes. Like, they sold George R.R. Martin, and there's not a whole lot of story or cinematics to it. You have to find the story, bro. I remember when Destiny came out. They took a dump on Destiny because they had hidden the story behind Grimoire cards. But now, because it's a Souls game, a From game that you love, it's cool to have to go search out a story. Like, when they had the little dude with the mask on, they were selling it like this was some high fantasy game. No, it's a Dark Souls game where you're fighting. It's about the bosses, the huge bosses. It's not about the story, which I understand. Right, it's a Souls game, but that's not how they sold it. They sold George R.R. Martin, the writer of Game of Thrones. We thought we were going to get an epic, and no, it's not what it is. And I don't care. I don't need the approval of the real gamers out there. I don't want to play it.
No, not for me. It doesn't sound like fun.
I don't mind. Like, I like it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of
something.
Souls.
There's always something, for everybody. Saying that's for you. But yeah, no, I mean, there's people enjoying it. They love it. People enjoy that kind of style of game and difficulty and challenging game. And hey, all power to them. I ain't gonna stop them.
I can understand the lack of story, but I mean, like, for me, it's the gameplay. I mean, but again, it's different because it's open world.
Right.
I mean.
But for every Souls game, every Souls game, it's about the gameplay. But that's not what they sold. They sold George R.R. Martin. They sold open world high fantasy. That's what they sold. And that's why you have 13 million people that got invested. That's where the hype was so real. And you have a lot of people out there saying how great it is, and people are ashamed to say, "Man, I'm getting my ass kicked." And then once you do say you're getting your ass kicked, you're getting roasted on every YouTube channel, every Twitter feed. So now you got people that really don't like it, but they have to sit in silence because they're being bullied. I'm telling you, man, they try to bully me. It's like, man, look, I play the game.
Get good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I play the games. I'm not ready for that time investment right now.
I should do that. I should just like get a used copy. That way I don't feel too bad about it. Play it. And I'm like, this is too damn hard. Start getting roasted on. You're
gonna get roasted. I mean, but the thing with From games is they never go below 30.
Yeah,
I remember look.
Okay, After Boss, you watch this video here?
Yeah.
Okay, of me playing this. Look, I just wandered into this room. I had no idea what this was, and it turns out there's a lamp that you can carry around now.
Whoa!
All right,
and it turns to dark light, right?
Well, yeah. So my idiot ass, I'm trying to figure out, well, how do you use this damn light? So I'm pressing every button. I didn't want to leave this room because like maybe I got to do something here. Oh, you know what to do there, After Boss? That big metal monolith thing. Do you know what to do there?
No.
When you stand next to it, like stand right next to it, and press and hold the A button, and it'll make the monolith go down flat.
Oh.
And what that does, it activates other things sometimes.
Huh.
So you see. Watch. Let's see. I'm gonna go back and see.
Dude, I just took my lamp and ran.
Hey, that monolith you see right there in the middle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you stand right next to them and hold down the A button, it'll activate that monolith and it'll go flat on the ground.
Huh.
And sometimes it does nothing, and sometimes it'll activate like a door or something.
Huh.
So if you see these, just activate them. Just activate it, you'll see something, you know?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
was saying earlier that a couple weeks ago, I was talking to Game Guru, and he said that he bought Elden Ring, right? He said, and I said, "Oh, okay, all right," because I know exactly like what type of game this is, right? And I said, "Well, that's good that you bought Elden Ring, but I mean, you have to have a lot of patience,
yeah,
for
you
those
do.
type of games." He said, "Okay," "Okay, all right, cool, I'll play it, right?" And then a couple of weeks later, it was like, "Nah, man, I just returned the game. I got my money back."
Oh my god.
All right,
Yeah.
what happened? I was like,
Hey, bro.
"Well, this game's hard for me."
We got
I was like, okay,
Emmanuel A1 is always in the chatter box.
A1, yeah, A1 is the man. Let me ask you something. Like, what is the Xbox return policy? Because I thought that I played it too long to return it, because I would have returned it after the day I played it.
Let me tell you
I
something
thought
about
you had to play for 2 hours or something.
let me tell you something about support. Okay. And this is my own experience. They are not, the majority are not Xbox employees. They're not Microsoft employees. They are contractors that do that type of work and on behalf of Microsoft. And it's up to them, and especially the agent that answered, if they want to give you a return or fix a peripheral like a controller, even if it's out of warranty. It's up to them and how nice and what good mood they are to say, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and take care of you. Because that's what happened with me on my Elite controller. When the Elite Xbox One came out, the bundle set, which came with the Xbox One console and the Elite controller in one bundle, it was, I think after a year that I had it, I started getting stick drift on my Elite controller, right? And so I think it was within 1 year, I started getting the stick drift, and I called support and say, hey, I got this Elite controller. It started stick drifting. I want to, call it in for a warranty repair or replacement. They're like, oh, okay. When did you get it? They asked me. Oh, I got it when the Xbox One Elite came out. They're like, oh, that was more than 90 days ago, right? More than 90 days. It's like, yeah, it's more than 90 days. Well, we only warranty controllers are more than 90. I mean, under 90 days. It's like, yeah, but I didn't buy this controller separately. I bought this with the bundle, so it falls under the 1 year warranty of the console. And they're like, let me look. And I don't know what she did. I think she looked at my history just to show that I wasn't a scammer or anything like that. And she's like, you know what? You're right. We'll go ahead and take care of it. And she took care of it, and give me no hassle. But in reality, she should not have helped me, because it's the controller, not the console itself that's under warranty. So it all depends on the agent that you get. So you can call them and say, hey, you know what? I really didn't like the game. I want to return it. And if they say cool, they'll do it. Even though you're past the 2 hour mark. I think it's like a 10 hour or 2 hour mark.
I don't know. All I know is that 2K basically was not working on my Series X, right?
Yeah.
And so like it started artifacting. And so I bought it to play with somebody. He never was ready. So I just like, you know what? $70. Give me my money back. They told me hell no. I did it through the email thing. And they sent me a response through email maybe like a day or two later saying no, you don't, it doesn't fall under. It's like, okay, whatever. Because man, I should have tried, because I don't really want to play this game. Not now. Right.
Yeah.
Like now I still have to be secure, and I bought that for my son. He wanted to play it because he thought it looked cool. I said, I don't think you know what you're getting into, man, but I'll buy it because it was on sale.
Yeah.
And I jumped on it like, man, this is what you have to do, man. You have to parry, you have to do this. And I was like, okay, I actually like this. But yeah, those games, there are games that I think of, like Guardians of the Galaxy is fun to me. Like I'd rather be playing that. I started playing those little movie games like Tell Me Why and uh, Life is Strange. And I just bought Life is Strange. Something
Those
told me not to buy it.
those type of games, you really got to be open minded for this because it's really not for everybody, and it has a great follow. It has a great following. It's just not for everybody.
You mean like what do you mean open minded? Like the storylines?
Yeah, the storylines, the type of game it is, where it's kind of like you choose their responses and kind of you kind of explore a little bit too, just a little bit.
But you know what opened me up to playing those types of games? Buying a PlayStation 5.
Oh,
playing those movie games. It's like, man, let me try Telltale games. Come to find out, I like Walking Dead.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I like Walking Dead better than T-Loop.
Did you try The Wolf Among Us?
All of them. I'm playing Batman right now.
Oh, Batman's so good too.
They even have Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale games too.
Yeah,
and
Guardians.
And Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
They're all good.
I bought them all, man. And then like once I got into those games, I found out like Telltale is not even making games anymore. And then I think it was either game.
They're sort of back. They're sort of
no, they're back. But like I found out that they weren't, right? And then I think it was either the Game Awards or E3 last year. They're back now. It's like cool, man. Because I just got into their games
with The Wolf Among Us too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so good.
That's gonna be awesome, bro. Like I played those. Like man, I bought them. I mean, I bought the bundles, like $40 for everything.
Yeah,
except for Batman. And man, Borderlands, I started that one, but I wanted my son to like get into them, but he didn't take to them. But the little I played of Borderlands, I'm like, oh man, I'm saving this. This is good.
The Life is Strange games are good also. I haven't played the latest one, which is the something color or something.
True Colors or something like that.
Yeah.
I bought it though because like
but it's coming to Game Pass. It's coming.
Right, that's my point. That's my point. Like my son, he was playing Life is Strange. I'm like, you play this? He was like, yeah. I was gonna ask you for the third one. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. Cause I saw some of his screenshots, and I'm like, really? You play this? So then I started playing it. Like, okay, but then he was already on True Colors. I mean, he was already ready for True Colors. I told him, I was like, man, have you tried Tell Me Why? He was like, nah. I said, man, it's the same type of story game. But I bought True Colors, and then I see this is gonna hit Game Pass. I just bought it. Last week it was on sale for $35 for the deluxe.
Oh my goodness.
And then it's in Game Pass. Yeah, I'm almost to the point to where I'm not gonna buy any games unless I just really want it.
Dude, I'm already there. I'm already at that point already. I just don't buy unless I really want it.
Yeah,
and I'll get it.
Because like I'm conditioned to just kill all the sales. If I see some games I'm interested in, I'll buy them on sale.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm not doing it anymore because like they hit sale. Like after about the third or fourth time they do a sale, Game Pass.
Yep.
Well, that's funny because for me, like
that's what happened with me on Guardians. That's what happened.
Well, the thing is, me too. Like I wanted to buy Elden Ring and Guardians of the Galaxy both, but I bought Elden Ring first. So I said to myself, man, I will get the Guardians, when it's coming to sell. Then comes to find out that it's on Game Pass. I was like, oh yes.
I think I bought Guardians, and like a month later they announced it was coming to Game Pass. It's like, dang it. I was like, I'm still using my disc.
Yeah, but Guardians, man, I really slept on that game. Like, it's fun. Like, it looked like a typical Sony game, like linear path. But like, I like the fun aspect of it. Like, it's goofy. Like, the dude isn't taking himself seriously. Nobody respects him, but they respect him. Like, it's just, and it's good for me because I'm not big into that. Like, I didn't watch the movie, so it's all new to me. So now I want to watch the movies.
Oh no! You have to watch the movies.
You have to watch the movies, man.
They're good. If you think the game is that funny, the movies are funny at the same level.
Okay, so if the raccoon is not a raccoon, what is he?
He's a science project. He is a raccoon, but
he's a scavenger engineer.
Yeah, you're telling me his profession, but he's a raccoon.
Yeah, but
he doesn't want to be called a raccoon.
Yeah, but there's a backstory like in it. I don't know how far you went through the game. There was this part where it explained like where he came from.
Okay,
and,
all right.
Anyways, I don't want to spoil everything, but he that was like messed up, like where it came from.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. It was messed up. But no, it's good. Yeah. If you haven't watched the movies, yeah, you gotta watch the movie. It's really good. And you won't be lost just because it's after all the other Avenger movies. It's like it's not even the only thing that's tying to it is the stone. That's all it is.
Well, I watched the Avengers. Like I said, my wife, I was like, I didn't know you watched these. She was like, yeah, I just knew you didn't care. So I never told you I was watching them.
Yeah.
So like we got Disney. I like Aquaman. I like that movie. I bought Captain Marvel. I bought all of them because my son said he would watch them with me and then he dumped me. And so now I'm watching them when I get ready. Like my buddy, he's telling, I want to see Batman. I'm still waiting to see if,
what, the new one?
Yeah.
It's good, but it is super freaking long.
Yeah, but if it's good, it doesn't matter. But like to me, and so like Morbius, like I hear like mixed reviews, but I like vampires. Like a lot of people didn't like Blade, but I loved every Blade movie because I like vampires.
Blade. Wait, every Blade? Oh no, you mean the sequels? Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all of them. Like they got cornier, right? The first one was the best, but I still liked. I just thought the father of vampires was cool. I thought he was cool. His character was cool. Like hell, I like Queen of the Damned. I like the Interview with the Vampire, even though like people complained about him.
My one of my favorite was Underworld.
Oh man, yeah.
Underworld.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
That's why they're still talking about making more, but like they're running out of ideas.
There are 3 movies Underworld, I think.
And then the Lycans.
Kate Beckinsale. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't remember. It's something Lycans. It was about the werewolf side. And then you had
have you seen the Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah,
I watched those. No, like I'm like superheroes. See, Van Helsing as a superhero, right? But when you show me he's fighting vampires and other, mythical creatures, I'm in. Like now, I'm trying to get into it because I'm like everybody's sitting around talking about it. I'm like, yeah, okay. All right.
If you like vampires that much, then do you have Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to look up this one show called What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows. It's a vampire show, but set up like The Office.
Oh, really?
And it's funny. Yeah, it is funny. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. I'll take a look at it because, like, man, I just got finished with Uhtred, Son of Uhtred. That's my all-time favorite show now.
Yeah, it's called What We Do in the Shadows. It has to do with a group of vampires that live in a town. They live in a house, and they have what they call a familiar, which is just a normal person living with them, doing.
It's a person who does their bidding in the daytime.
Yeah, right, during the daytime. And so, but it's set up like The Office because they'll sit down and start doing, like they're talking to the camera, like this is what we do, during the nighttime, and it's great that we get to eat people at night or something like that,
Yeah.
And then they go on and do their show. It's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, I like zombies too, man. Like that's why I started when I got my PlayStation. The first game I played was The Last of Us. I was like, I gotta play this, and I like zombies.
Yeah, and
it was okay. I liked part 1 better than 2. Like
you should have played Death Stranding and finished it.
Death Stranding. No, sir. No, sir. I forgot it. I forgot they even bought that. It's not. I was talking to a Death Stranding lover, not you, and he's basically sold me on giving it another try.
Really?
You have to experience. The exploration. It's more than just about balancing boxes. That's what I said. I mean, dude, I'm like, all I'm trying to do is carry as many boxes as I can without tipping over, and that's fun. It's like, no, it's about the exploration and the shortcuts, and I'm like, all right, man. Because I'm telling you, man,
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
One has to just choose it for themselves, Yeah. I wouldn't say, yeah, you got to try it out. It's like, no.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Sony fans are the best cappers in the business. Like nobody can polish a turd like a Sony fan. Like these dudes, Oh no, like I'm telling you, like even though I respect the dude and he's cool, now you have to experience the exploration of it. It's more than just about the packages. You have to go through and and view the terrain and find the shortcuts. I'm like, oh man, like you make it sound good, but when I get off of this Xbox mic with you, I know what it really is, but you make it sound good, so I'm gonna listen. But
Yeah.
nah, not that one, bro. Nah, I thought you were
And they
saying
don't get
Days
paid for
Gone.
it by Sony too, no? They do it for free.
Yeah, but yeah, man, they need to hire some of these guys, man. Like these dudes on Twitter, the way they describe these trash games, like some of these games are just pretty. I've played them. Like they're not
Yeah.
fun. They're just pretty. That's why y'all play photo mode. But uh Days Gone, I like zombies, so I'm into that, man. And the fast baby zombies, that's new. So like, yeah, let's see what their take is. But I think I pretty much experienced all the zombies. I think the magic of that game is in the hordes.
Mm.
Speaking of vampires, have you played Blood Rain?
I bought it like 2 months ago,
Wow.
man, but it's in the backlog.
That's a good game. Blood Rain 2.
Yeah, there's a guy, Xbox guy on YouTube, TK9. He talks about Blood Rain a lot, and he's the one who
Yeah.
got me to play that. Like he actually turned me on to a lot. This dude plays like games that nobody cares about. Like I've been playing Shantae because this dude made it sound like that Sony fan talking about Days Gone. Not Days Gone, but the walking game. Death Stranding.
What? Death Stranding, the delivery game. Come on.
Yeah, FedEx.
FedEx, the
Bro,
FedEx
when
game.
when Xbox fans are making fun of that game, I thought they were just being cruel, man. But that's really what it is.
That's
You
what
go
it
to the
is.
terminal and pick up boxes and deliver them.
Yeah,
Like-
I told you that. We talked about this many times, and they're like, "Hey, Tech. So what do you think about Death Stranding?" It's like, do you like delivering boxes?
Yeah, I remember. I like to give games a fair shake before I take a dump on them like that. Like
It's like, do you like delivering boxes? Like,
that's,
nope.
that's what you doing, bro. It's like, bro, did you know that if you press this button that you can like tuck it under your arm and grab another box too? Like, like really afterwards. I don't know if you played it, bro. Like you stack your back, right? You can stack them side by side. You can stack them all in a straight line, and then you can kind of tuck it under your arm and help you balance this. And you have to walk slow. So what I saw is just going to be a big time sink of trying to balance.
I played
Because
a game
if you
like
walk-
that. I played a game like that back in the day. It's called Paperboy on the Nintendo.
Now, Paperboy was the shiznit, bro.
I
We're
remember.
not gonna do that to Paperboy.
I remember when I was playing Death Stranding. I mean, it never gets old talking about Death Stranding because it's just a goofy game, right? Where I stacked up all these boxes as high as I could, even though my character is not strong enough to do it, right? So I'm over here, my controller going like this, and then going like that, to make sure he doesn't fall. And then my character falls. But the worst part was that I was near a river or like a creek. So when my packages fell, they fell in the creek and they get washed away. So all my boxes is going down the river and they're lost forever. And they're like gone. They're like, I'm not gonna go after my boxes. It's like they're just not gonna get delivered.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would not recommend that to anybody.
Oh no, I wouldn't. It was an interesting game. It has some nice cinematic cutscenes, but that's
Bro,
pretty
that's
much
what it was. That's what
it
I
was.
said. I was like, man, you know what? This would have made a great movie. Like if
It
they
would
just
have
made
probably made
this,
a good
if they had
movie,
just
yeah.
made it a movie, like man, I would be into it because it is a good. Like the cutscenes are great. Like I watched them and I'm like, man, this is cool the way they tell the story. But when you jump back into the game, it's like, man, I'm playing to get the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like that's that. Like my reward for playing this game is getting to the next cutscene. I want to see what the next cutscene tells. Like, but the actual gameplay itself, nah. You can have Death Stranding, Tech. More power to you, man. You're a real gamer for finishing that game.
When I was done, I'm like, done. I'm trading this bitch in, man. I'm done with this game.
No, sir. I mean, I got it on Steam. Like, there was no
man.
way I was gonna pay for it on PlayStation. It was like 40 was the lowest that it would go, and then on Steam it was $19. So I was like, let me go ahead and see what it's about. But no,
Well, see, you still got that chance to play it, man. Since now you're stuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like when when it's dump time or something, and I get my Steam Deck, I throw it on there, you know, something like that. But no, it's not fun.
No.
I play games for fun. Like some of these guys, they play games for emotional responses. They play games because they need a challenge and they just want, like, life is hard enough. The heck I want to play this hard game for? Like, like I get off from a hard day's work and then I want to go jump on a game and get beat around. Like, nah.
Nah.
I like games where where it makes me feel like I'm a super human, and there's nothing that can beat me.
Yeah. That's too funny, man. All right. Well, sticking with PlayStation. Looks like they're getting ready for PlayStation Now, and they've removed the annual subscription option right now on PS Now. So me and Afterboss were talking about this before you jumped on a little bit, and I'm saying I think they took off the yearly thing. That way, Sony fans do not take advantage of the conversion if they sign up for a year or two and stack it and try to get more months added to it when it finally converts to the new PS Now. You follow me?
That's exactly what I did it.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was on with a dude named and Now Your Mama Knows yesterday. He's like he's an undercover pony. So like but he likes talking about Stadia. And he's like, is there value in it? Like we were talking about the whole service. The whole point of this service is not, it is not a Game Pass competitor, but they're trying to position it as it is, right? Sony only creates these services to sell more games, whereas Microsoft, they really don't care if you play it in a subscription, if you buy it on PC, if you buy it on whatever platform, as long as you buy the game, they really don't care. Whereas Sony, they're positioning their service just to get you to be interested in a game so that you go ahead and buy it. Now they don't want you stacking. Now Sony took it off their own website. You can still go to CD Keys, you can still go to Anipa and buy them and stack them. But they're not cheap enough for me. Like if they hit like $19 again, then yeah, I'll buy some. But $47, I might as well just pay $60 and stack.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they're doing. They just if you are subscribed, right, and you're buying it cheaper, Sony, like we bring up that it's cheaper than Game Pass, right? Like per month, it's more than Game Pass. The audacity of those jokers, right? $18 when Game Pass is $15, giving you day one games. But they know that when people do it, they're not going to be prepaying $120, whatever it costs. They're going to be doing it monthly for the majority of them. Because, and I don't know if you guys remember when they tried to double Xbox Live's costs, right?
Yeah.
It was an uproar.
A huge uproar.
With ponies and bots alike, right? But
they joined forces together.
Yeah, they joined forces against the evil Microsoft. And then you have Sony basically forcing everybody into a $10 tier, doubling the price, whether you want now or not. You have to prepay it. But the people who pay monthly, because $60 is a challenge for some people. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that it was even worth complaining about when Microsoft wanted to double. I'm like, man, I pay $50, or $60 if I'm late about finding a key. I didn't know people were actually paying $10 a month for Xbox Live or Gold or whatever.
Yeah.
And once I done some reading into it, you're gonna have more people that have had their online doubled on PlayStation, paying $10 a month and nobody's saying anything. Because if they wanted that streaming service, they would have had it. It would have more than 3 million subscribers. You have people that are already in there instead of making them get in there. But at the same time, you look at what the ponies are doing. We already have 50 million on PlayStation, whatever. And Game Pass only has 25. It's like, dude, get out of here, man. I had 3 million.
You're like, you're not comparing the same.
Yeah, but I noticed Xbox fans are letting them make it with it, so I just don't say anything. That's like, dude, y'all don't get what they're doing. All right, okay, I don't see it either. 3 million people that were interested in that streaming service, and then you have 40, 48, and it was celebrated that they had a spike in subscriptions. With the people who got PS5s, a lot of them new people like myself that wanted to play those bangers from the PS4 era. Once I finish those, I have no need for a PlayStation Plus. I don't play my multiplats over there, and they don't make multiplayer games.
Nope.
No.
So what's the point?
Nope.
Once I'm finished with Days Gone, I'm done with that service. So I'm
what was the last multiplayer game that they had? Was it?
I mean, if you want to say Ghost of Tsushima,
All-Star?
It's either that or Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ghost of Tsushima.
What about Shadowkill? Was
who?
multiplayer?
Shadowfall. You said the last one.
Killzone. Yeah.
Killzone.
Yeah, but you're talking about you said the last one. The last one was either Ghost of Tsushima or Destruction All Stars.
Destruction All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and
like you see these guys trying to compare Ghost of Tsushima to like Halo. It's like, dude, nobody's playing Ghost of Tsushima. I literally waited 5 minutes to get a match on Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and I don't like it. So they're gonna have to do better. But they have what is that, Deviation? Those are ex-Treyarch devs, so I'm gonna assume that they're making a shooter for them.
I'm still waiting for that. The Last of Us multiplayer.
They are too. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna, like I told y'all, man. Y'all laughed at me. I wasn't joking. We're gonna get. I don't want to play it. Like I didn't like it on The Last of Us 1. You're gonna get factions with the remaster. Because that gives it enough value to sell for $70. Because other than that, they're selling the same game for a third time at full price.
It's gonna be a remaster remake.
Remastered remake.
Director's cut remaster.
There you go. Remaster remake, director's cut. And what's the name
Part
they're
two.
using now?
Part 2.
Yeah. Part 2. Yeah. So I'm sure they'll come up with another fancy term to make it fancy, you know.
Part
Told
2,
you, man, polishing turds. Like they make nothing sound like something, man, better than anybody else. And I understand. Like I was just never interested in PlayStation, Sony, you know, unless it was like headphones. And then now I'm here and I'm listening or reading what these people are saying. It's like, man, okay, I get it now. Like they're just parroting like Sony's. Like they've basically adopted the way that they sell their products and try to, you know, project it to other people. But
yeah,
it is what it is, man. These games, they're gonna have to do something. I mean, otherwise I don't need Plus and live service. So it means you're gonna keep charging $70 for multiplayer games and what do they call those, MTAs or in-app purchases?
NFTs.
No, what do they call it, man? Microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
So like that's where they lose me. It's like you're gonna charge $70 for the game and then charge me $200 for a car. But I can guarantee you that somebody is buying those $200 cars. Somebody's buying those $40 cars.
Oh yeah, I gotta have them.
There's this game in development. I can't remember who made it, but somebody paid $900,000 for a plot of land in this video game.
What?
What?
Right? Yeah, Google it. I don't remember. Like what the game was. It's in development, but he bought it. It's his, and so we don't even know if the game's going to be good. He could have just bought some trash, but he bought it. So if that's nothing but encouragement for people like Ubisoft, however you say it, that are looking to add NFTs to games, for companies like Sony that are charging $40 for a video game car, Grand Theft Auto, who has a new subscription service. It's nothing but encouragement, because everybody wanted to be Blizzard back in the War of Warcraft peak.
Here you go. This is the one. Peter Molyneux, new NFT game, sells land plot for nearly $900K. Overall, the game has brought in over $53 million.
Y'all remember who Peter Molyneux is?
No.
No.
Xbox guys, and y'all don't know Peter Molyneux? I'm surprised I forgot. He's the creator. He's Lionhead.
Oh, I know that.
Fable.
Oh,
You knew that like he knew George St. Pierre, right?
okay. Hey, leave the guy alone, man.
Hey, I knew that. Yeah. See,
So that's nothing but encouragement for these companies. Yeah. You know, there's always somebody with more money than they know what to do with, to encourage these companies to find ways to extract it from them. So you got guys buying video game land, and yeah. So now you're gonna have, you know, $40 cars that you can't drive to work. You know, it's what we're going, man. And
yo, man,
like if gaming gets that way, I'm gonna start collecting 5 cars stamps today
on Forza. That's great.
Dude, I like that. Like I don't play Forza enough. I got like 50 some hours in there. And what I do, man, I just keep selling my car for more than I bought it for. And if I want a new car, I'll just trade it in. I'm on a lease program.
There you go.
Like I don't know how these guys have so much money where they buy all the cars. Like if I get to a speed trap and somebody on my friends list has the top speed, I'll buy the best car I can buy.
Yeah.
And just keep moving like that.
Oh, by the way, I just saw a picture of it just now to remind me. So I told you a while back I purchased Chernobylite.
Yep.
I'm gonna trade it in tomorrow.
Did you beat it?
Nope. I started playing yesterday, and I played it more today. I don't like the setup, man. It seems too much of a build and survival game. It's not something I like.
You don't like that?
No,
I do.
I mean, I gotta feed my guy so he doesn't die. I'm like,
yeah, don't you have to feed yourself?
Yeah, but
hey, you didn't play Seaman back in the day, did you?
What?
Seaman.
No.
What?
What?
On Dreamcast.
No, I didn't have a Dreamcast.
The little fish with the head, with the talking head.
It's the game with the fish with the
talking head
of a dude or something.
A human,
like
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
And then what was the other little thing that people had? Y'all probably won't remember. Like digital, like it was like a tiger toy, but the thing needed real attention. Digipocket. You know what I'm saying? I just can't remember the name.
Yeah, Digimon. I don't know.
Digimon.
Nah, that's not it. But yeah, y'all know what I'm saying.
That was how Seaman was called, like monster pockets or something like that.
Man, I know when I hear it, and I ain't heard it yet. I'm not even gonna take a shot.
They're
like
still
that's
around.
how it was.
They're still around. But yeah. I started last night and was like, all right, time to start this game. And I played some more today. I'm like, I really don't like this game now.
I mean, because it's only $25.
Yeah, it was like $20 for me. I got it from GameFly.
Oh, and then like I got this guy, like he's like Stalker's biggest fan. And he's like, you need to play Chernobylite. I was like, well, I'll see, man. I'll see. And I was interested in it because I saw the prices. Like, you know, that would let me know that it's not a long game. But based on what you're telling me, they're stretching it out. Like the only game that I really liked like that was I was about to say The Last of Us. What's the name of that game that Xbox makes from Undead? State of Decay.
State of Decay. Yeah.
Yes, that's just that got mad and they blew their brains out, or they're sad. Like
they're sad. Man, look, I enjoyed State of Decay. I really do. But all that keeping up with their sadness and their happiness, like, okay, I can't do this. I can't keep up. You know.
I liked it.
They end up dying on me. Like, no.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, that was more in part 1 where you had to like make people happy. You know, part 2 was more about making enclaves happy. And after a while, I just was like, man, F you, man. You know, I'll just come shoot you and take what you have later. You know what I'm saying? Because like such and such is now an enemy. This enclave is an enemy because you didn't bring them fuel. It's like, dude, go get your own fuel. You know what I'm saying? After a while, I just got tired of bringing people stuff.
I can't do that. I like it. I like those games. I'm telling you, I like those games. It's just I just can't keep up with it because of all that. Like, you got to feed them, and then at the same time, I gotta go do my quest. But I don't have time doing my quest because I gotta find fuel. I gotta go find food. I gotta find clothing. I gotta buy material to grow my community. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Same thing with Grounded. Did you play Grounded?
No.
What happened for me was after like 12 or 13 hours of building my little leaf house and making a little fountain and all the stuff that I could make and making myself some acorn armor and, you know, finding my way to the little scientific study. They did an update and wiped out all of my progress.
No way.
So it's like, you know what? I'll just wait until they tell me that the game is finished. Like every update that comes out, I'm like, man. And my kid likes it too. So it's like, man, we can play together. I love that game, but I don't want to waste. I don't have time to burn like that. So like for me to start all the way over from wanting to scavenge all that crap. And I see some of the cool houses. Like that game has so much potential. If they would have just, I know Microsoft was in a tough spot, needing to put out some new content. So they, you know, brought it out early. But that game had potential to like, you know, eat into some Minecraft share. Because of the building aspect
right there.
Yeah, because of the building aspect of it, and it's different, and it's what do you call it, multiplayer. Like the game has so much potential, but like I'm not gonna play it until they say final build. Like I don't understand like these devs that would build a game before your eyes. Like no, just give me the finished product. Like there's plenty enough out there to play that you don't need to give us, you know, the super beta build, you know, like I didn't know that it was so beta. I thought we would have a finished game, you know, a few months afterwards, but no, they're still going.
Supposedly the final release is supposed to be this year, but we'll see.
What is it? What they once said?
No,
have y'all talked about ray tracing in Minecraft?
No, I said that. That's why I stick to Minecraft because, you know, I love Minecraft.
Well, really?
Well, no, Emmanuel A1 asked if we spoke about the ray tracing in Minecraft is coming.
Oh, ray tracing.
So that would apply to you, man. I'm not gonna spend. I watch people spend thousands of hours building stuff. I just like to watch what they build. So you can take that over.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I wouldn't call myself a hater of Minecraft. I wouldn't call myself a huge fan of Minecraft. My kids love it. So sometimes when they're playing, I play with them. I get bored out of my mind because like I have no building skills whatsoever on what to build. I built a square house. That's the best I can do for anybody, right? But a lot of my subscribers that I have on my channel are Minecraft people because I did a lot of Minecraft crossplay videos. So if you want to talk about crossplay, hey, I'm all for it, man. And I can get your PlayStation Minecraft to talk to Xbox and iOS or Android and game together. But when it comes to the actual play of Minecraft, man, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just put a square down and I'm done. It's like that's it. That's all I can do. So that's my knowledge of Minecraft. But I really need to get back into it. Try to kind of go back to my roots when I built the channel.
Well, I mean, I built a couple of houses and I built a roller coaster in Minecraft too that went across the whole map. So yeah, that was fun.
I made a Xbox Series X on Minecraft. That was like the best build I made. So, but it was hollow. There was no hardware inside, just the shell. So
yeah, because when it comes to Minecraft, I see the time sink that it is. You know what I mean? Like for you to do what you like, if you're imaginative, right, and you want to build this metropolis, like some of these videos we see on YouTube, it's like a team of 25 and 50 people building this in shifts. You know, so it's best that I can do is like build a house with a basement. You know, that's you know, like unless I want to invest the time to figure out how to mine and what to do with this and what looks good here. Like for me, it's just cool to look at people's creations, like because I've burned a lot of time playing Animal Crossing, and I can see like Minecraft to be that times about 5.
Yep. Yep. So Emmanuel sounds like he's a fan because he's talking about the DXR ray tracing. Looks
Emmanuel.
insane in Minecraft. I used to trash that game until I saw the demo.
And
Well,
Emmanuel is a super fan. I respect Emmanuel.
They were supposed to come out with a version of Minecraft where everything looked realistic, not square.
No, I never saw that.
I saw that. Yeah, it was a thing a few years ago.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Because what I saw on Minecraft, it just had the ray tracing and lighting effects.
No, I saw that too. But there was another video where they were considering. I don't know if it was an option to turn off or turn on, but nothing was really squared off. Everything was like realistic looking, and you could still build and everything. It looked insane. It looked really good, but I don't think they went down that path just because I think it would upset a lot of fans if it went down that path.
Well, part of the beauty of Minecraft is it can literally be played anywhere, and if you make it too intense, then you can't play it on your iOS and Android devices. You know, it's always number 1 or number 2 on the Android store. You know, I don't have any iOS devices. And like,
oh snap, Jeremy Merchant from the land down under is here.
What up, Jeremy? But like Emmanuel, man, he's all over everything Xbox. If Xbox has ray tracing on the most trash game, he's gonna be like, man, let's talk about it. So like, but this is Minecraft, and I can dig it. I watched how you turn it on. You have to go in the settings to do it, something like that. I'm not gonna get into it, bro.
I used to make videos of obscure games, obscure free games that were in the marketplace, and I got this one zombie game that I played. It was a goofy game. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called like Zombie Run Zombie Run or something like that.
Okay.
And it was just a short overview of the game, just to kind of highlight those kind of obscure games that don't get the spotlight like the major games, right? Well, the developer actually commented, "It's like, dude, I'm glad somebody played it." He's like, "Thank you for making a video on this." I'm like, "Oh, you're welcome, man."
That's cool though. I saw somebody make a comment and added Walmart, and Walmart responded. Everybody's like, "Oh, they responded." Yeah, because we actually were talking to the Tunic devs about was it Banjo
Kazooie, whatever.
Yeah, like because like everybody said we need a new Banjo, and they were like, "Well, we don't have a problem with it. Maybe we should talk to Microsoft." And then somebody else saw that it was them actually talking, and then went because they were like just so excited to talk to the actual members of the team.
Yeah, it's always fun when somebody behind the scenes actually answers and starts communicating with us normal people, you know. And so, final thing that I just popped up on my screen, but supposedly a new Tomb Raider is going to come out. Did you hear about that?
Yes, sir.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So I like the last two, so I'm all down for the new one. Who knows?
Like I put on Twitter, I said I hope that it's a 2-year timed Sony exclusive, so that we can see if the industry turns on Sony like they did Microsoft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. People hated that when it was Xbox exclusive for was it a year? It was a year, right?
Yeah, because like the whole thing was, you know, we funded it. You know, we're basically partly responsible for you even having a game to complain about, and everybody was just going crazy. This is just Microsoft shouldn't do this. When does it come to PlayStation?
That's ludicrous.
Yeah, you don't remember like anytime exclusive Microsoft. When does it come to PlayStation?
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad for the industry. It's bad for gamers. It's bad for the other platform holders because they don't get to experience the same game. And when it does release, they don't even buy it because they're still so mad at Xbox for having exclusivity. It's just awful.
Man, let's be honest, man. A lot of these games that come out, everybody, for the most part, most gamers are playing the same games. There are going to be a lot of games that underperform or have to go on sale a couple months after they release because it's competitive out there, right? We can be hyped. You know, I notice about gamers, like just like watching games and talking about games, because if everybody was gaming, the sales would be way better for these games that are coming out. Like
Well,
I
it's a
noticed, like these.
bunch of armchair analysts, kind of like sports analysts. Maybe some never even play the game, but they're always talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Mhm.
I understand what you're saying, but yeah, I mean, that's another 3 games that I need to go finish because I started Tomb Raider 1. I'm like halfway done with that one. Uh, they're not my style of game. Like I'm not really like the movie game, over the shoulder type of gamer. Like, but everybody kept saying how good it was, and I started playing it. It's a good game.
No, it's a good game. Yeah.
I finished the third one when it was on Game Pass a couple of months ago. What, 2 years ago, I think. And then I bought the first one and the second one, so I still haven't played those yet. So
yeah. And then Jeremy's like, you know, he thought Crystal Dynamics was working on Perfect Dark. I think there's just assisting on certain parts of it, not the whole thing.
No, they are.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah. I mean, if the stories are to be believed, like once they brought Crystal Dynamics in, a lot of people got butthurt and they left. Right. And so they're basically running it at this point with the other remaining 30 or so core initiative people that they had.
I know that.
But that is a huge team. Like I was going back and forth with some guy, you know, he was talking about, you know, the I guess cadence of the games that are coming out. It's like, dude, there are only a few of these studios that are even capable of doing more than one project at one time. You know, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos, those are big studios. You know, we don't know how many of those staff. And then also, if I just get somebody to make a splash screen, that I can say that it's currently in development. You know, so
really?
we don't know how far along they are in development. They're just basically announcing it.
Yeah.
I mean, because look at what Splinter Cell. They talked about Splinter Cell, but how far along are they? Like, what's really happening?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, yeah, they pretty much taken over at this point.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just helping. Well, they were just helping out the beginning until everybody got butthurt. Is that how it went?
To my understanding, like from the story, you know, it's like all these guys that were like Microsoft tried. Like, who was it? Remember the Lakers when they had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe? They're all on one team, and they couldn't get it to work. And it's basically like that. Like you had like the best of the best from everybody. You had Rockstar, you had Naughty Dog, you had some man. I'm looking through these. We had Treyarch people. You had from every studio. They basically got somebody, right? Every big studio, and then you put them all together, and everybody there thinks that they're the man or the woman, and they can't agree on anything. Development is too slow. Why? Because we can't agree on anything. You know, that's why I think that, you know, let other people build their names. Like, I don't understand why like everybody's so hyped up about Kojima. Like, when you had those games that were like 15 years ago and nothing approached like the level of greatness of those games since, because it definitely wasn't Death Stranding. And then you got these guys like a Neil Druckmann, and then who's the guy who just left God of War? Barlog. You know what I'm saying? Now he can go make whatever. He can go do something else. Like these guys, you don't need to put them all together. Let there be one head, and if it's not a good game, then you tell them it's trash and go back to the lab. But when you bring all these people and everybody is like the best at what they do or among the best, nobody's gonna really agree.
Too many alphas, huh?
Yeah, what is it? Cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
All right, you guys. I gotta go and get to bed and get ready for work. So
that's cool. Yeah,
man, take care.
I think we'll end it here. So, After Boss, thank you for showing up. It's been a while since we last talked to you, so hopefully we can do this again later on.
All right, cool.
All right, later, After Boss.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Later, man.
All right, Realist. So you're still crying over your team from last night? I didn't know something was going on because I don't follow college ball.
Yeah, man. North Carolina, we're pretty much. I ain't gonna say we're some Cinderella, but we're underdog pretty much up until we ran into a real Cinderella and ran through them. Like, but we were the underdog in every game in the tournament except for that one, if I'm not mistaken. And they made it to the national championship game. You don't follow, but I'll tell you, like Roy Williams came from Kansas. I don't like Kansas because, like, being here in Big 12 country, basically, Kansas runs Big 12 basketball. So I never liked Kansas. And then for them to beat my team growing up, that just bothered me. And I know Michael Jordan, you know, being from that team, he probably made the crime meme real. So that's how I felt. I felt bad. I was like, dang, man, we made it. And then we only lose by 3 points. And we had them down by 10. Like, but we basically blew our load too early, man. Like, should have just paced out and kind of, like, you know, kept it close. That's what they've been doing, you know, keep the game close and pull it out at the end. You know, let somebody make a mistake. But then when they jumped up, you know how it is, man. Game of runs, man. You get comfortable, and then next thing you know, you're down by 5.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know.
And that's pretty much what happened, man. We were, and then our center, he was hurt. He got hurt the game we played Duke, but you don't even watch college basketball, and I'm gonna sit here and talk to you about college basketball.
I mean, I know the schools because I listen to sports radio, and that's all they talk about when it's, you know, college ball season. I'm like, you know, like, well, I don't want to change the channel because, like, you know, everybody's talking about it anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's my cue, man. The kids are coming in, so.
All right, man. Take care
Eli,
of your family, man.
Realist, thank you for showing up once again to hold us down. We'll try to do this again next Tuesday if you're available.
Yeah, man, because I know you said you were gonna try to do them on Tuesdays, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it on Tuesdays. I want to keep that schedule going. So
yeah, it's fun sitting
look at
around.
this guy. Look at this guy.
Who's that?
Look at this guy.
Oh, your baby.
Look at that. That's not a baby, man. This is
making a cameo. Not, bro. It's your baby.
This is my baby.
Hey, even when he's bigger than you, he's your baby.
Can I get to you? Just kidding.
Just leave it there. All right, man, guys. Thank you everybody for showing up in the chatterbox. Jeremy Merchant, talk to you later, man. Thank you for showing up. A1 also. After Boss, I appreciate him, and you too, the Realist.
Yeah, shout out for A1, man. And like, it doesn't matter, bro. He's Xbox, man. He's gonna be there. Like,
that's right. That's right.
I never, like, every time I get in one, I never miss him. Like, he's always there. Like, respect to him, bro. He's a real Xbox dude, man. I've even seen him go jump on the pony shows too. The rare times that I do go on those shows.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get out of here. He's over here playing. Okay, all
right, man. Take care, man. I'm out.
Later, peace.
Bye.
God, let me hit the button.